Thank everyone for being here, and I want to start with something I know my dad would enjoy. Message to one of my cousins who roots for the worst football team of all time, but go Bears. He would have really enjoyed that game yesterday. Obviously, you got to start with something sports. Everyone knows my dad loves sports. Everyone knows I got that from my dad as well. But he always told me to be more than sports. And there are two main things that I kind of learned from my dad and I'll always remember him for. One was his thirst for knowledge. He would always read everything he could find. He was always trying to learn. He was always trying to understand new things. Another thing is just how to be a good person, how to be a good human being. I know that's a very broad definition, but I truly am proud of the values my dad had and how he would treat everyone and how we would treat everyone with respect. Obviously, for the past 10 years, it's been difficult for him, but even during that time, he showed these values. Everyone knows he was a big guy, he was strong and everything, but he would be the first one to tell you that he loved you or that he was proud of you, and he would never be afraid to share that with you. All my cousins know, my mom knows, my brother knows. He would always tell us how much he loved us, so that was never in doubt. And he respected everyone that way. And when I think of thirst for knowledge and just respecting people, I also think about how when he first came out of his surgery, we thought he was flashing gang symbols. But then one of the therapists at RIC is like, no, he's doing sign language. And you're like, he knows sign language? Like, when you learn sign language? My mom would tell this story about how there are people he worked with and some friends who are hard of hearing. And so to be able to communicate with them, he took the time to learn sign language so he could hear their stories and talk to them and communicate with them. So even through all the difficult times he had those past 10 years, you could see the effect that he did for the first part of his life and kind of how he was able to continue that, how we always continue that. And it's hard to obviously know that he's not here anymore, but with everything that he's done, you can kind of see everyone he's impacted, everyone who's here. And obviously life ends. Everyone will leave this earth eventually. But the impact that you can make on the people around you is what becomes important. And you can see that. And I can see that in the different people that are still around here. When I went to Bangladesh this past last year, my Ubuchachu, he made sure to take us back to the village and see the people who, he wanted to make sure that he saw everybody. He wanted to make sure that he spent time with them, even if they're not doing the best, he wanted to make sure that he gave them the time, because they meant something to him. So I could see that in my Ubuchachu there. I could see it in my Kumachachu, who'd come every day at 5 o'clock for years to help us out, to do physical therapy and all of that. I feel like that's something my dad would have done as well, been there for everyone. So I see it in my mom when she yells at me when I don't listen to her. My dad was very argumentative, but he would always do it with well intentions. I could be a frustrating kid. I don't listen a lot. I play a little bit too relaxed at times. He helped me a lot, planning everything that I would want. Like, it'll happen, don't worry about it. Like, no, you gotta do this. He helped me find my house, helped me with work, all of that. So now my mom and my brother, when I don't do stuff, they yell at me like that. Same thing. My brother, with all the advice that he trusts to give everyone around him and all the guidance he trusts to give the cousins and all of that, you can kind of see that. So you see parts of my dad and all the people around him, all the people he impacted. And that's really the legacy that you can leave, more than anything else. So I know he's not here, but I still see parts of him everywhere. And I do appreciate everyone coming out here. And thank you for your time.